How much faith should we have in ourselves to accomplish whatever it is we want in life versus putting our faith in God? Whether it's our relationships, it's our success in our work, in our career aspirations, how much should we be believing in our own efforts, or should we really just be trusting more in God? I ask this question because in this week's Parshat Eikev, Moshe is speaking to the Jewish people, and he's reviewing things that have happened. And he says that when God sent the man, that God sent this heavenly food from the heavens, the man, leman hodiacha, to teach you, ki lo al halechem levado yechya adam, that it's not based on bread alone that man lives, ki al kol motza pi Hashem. It's really, the only thing that really matters is what comes out of God's mouth. It doesn't really matter what you and I do. It's everything is based on God's control of the world. And that's what the man, says Moshe, is supposed to represent. On the other hand, when Moshe speaks about the Jewish people coming into Israel, he's a little nervous. He's saying you're going to work the fields, you're going to work the ground. Israel is an agriculturally based kind of society, it always was. And it's going to cause you to think that it's only your efforts that were producing these results. You will say in your heart, Kochi v'otzim yadi, it's my own strength, my own power of my own hand, that accumulated this wealth for me. And the answer is in the next verse. Is it God or is it us? V'zacharta, says Moshe, and you shall remember Hashem, at Hashem Elokecha, ki hu hanoten lacha koach lasot chayil. There it is. You should remember that it's not just God who's doing everything, and what you do in life doesn't matter. But what it's teaching is that you have to remember that it's God who gives you the koach, the power to accumulate the wealth. But God's not giving you the wealth. You have to produce the wealth. But you need to recognize that your ability to produce wealth or any success in life is dependent on God's blessing. And so here you have really, I think, the balance that Judaism has always taught. We're supposed to have in faith in ourselves versus faith in God. We are supposed to believe in ourselves. We have to get out of bed in the morning, put on the right clothing, make the best appearance that we can, and put our best foot forward. But then we have to remember, where do those abilities stem from? Our ability to do all that only comes from God. And when you remember that God is giving you the power to do great things, then when great things happen, you're grateful to God, not because God did it all. You pat yourself on the back, but also remember that it was Hashem that gave you the koach lasot et hachayil, the power to be able, the resources, the talents to be able to bring the wealth. But you brought the wealth. So it's really a partnership that we have with Hashem in anything in life, whether it's success, as I said, in relationships or in our career aspirations. It's Hashem who gives us the power, but it's us who have to apply those talents and those powers in order to bring about good things in our lives. Shabbat Shalom.